Hey guys and girls, welcome back. So we made it to Drekner Fortress. I kind of ran ahead. It was pretty straightforward though to get here. The only Imperial Army base that can match Gorelia Fortress. My father has visited here several times to give instructions in martial arts. Okay, let's head in. If my dad's here, I'm sure he'll listen to us. Yeah, we need to ask the gatekeeper to send a message for us. So it was a pretty straightforward path to get here.
Let's go. Let's go.
My turn.
Let's go.
I just wanted to get the team to 20 before we did so, but we're here now. So let's go. Wow, it's enormous up close. It has a much more dignified appearance than I had heard. Yep, definitely just as big as Gorelia.
You there. What business do you have here?
Excuse me, Wait, that voice.
Whoa, Reen? What are you doing here?
I could say the same to you. Are you part of the 4th now? You know him?
Oh, wow. You're all from Class 7. Long time no see. Do you remember me?
Oh, you were part of the fencing club. Alan? Aha! I didn't recognize him at first, but I think it's coming back to me. It's hard to remember every...
Warrant Officer Allen of the Imperial
Nice,
Army's 4th
he's
Armored
in the 4th
Division.
Armored Division.
Been a while, everyone.
Good on Alan. He was another green coat, I think. He was like standard character. This is amazing. Not only do you have your main tank unit here, there's so many new Panzer Soldats. Look over there. Oh, that big one is the one V from the Imperial Liberation Front was using. The one the Noble Alliance's trump card. I never expected to see that here. Yeah. But all these weapons. Is that the General's son over there? Yeah, maybe he decided to stop by on his tour. Hold on, is that the Ashen Chevalier with him? Oh man, it is him! Salute! Welcome to Drekner Fortress. Ah man. I should have guessed they'd spot you right off the bat. People are still talking about the heroic exploits of Reen and Valimar. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have taken you through the back door. No, don't worry about it. Anyway, I knew you'd joined the Imperial Army, but I had no idea you'd made it into the 4th Armored Division. It's the most powerful division in the entire army. The training must be extremely tough. Yeah. By the end of the day, I'm always completely wiped out. But I don't regret it at all. I want to keep the Empire safe. It's where she lives, after all. A man's honor, is it? Oh, that's right. You and Bridget got engaged after her graduation, didn't you? What? We got some people getting engaged and whatnot? Honestly, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like some little romances popping out. Bridget was, she did go to the academy too. I think she was a blonde, but I don't remember her very vaguely. It was like very vaguely. She was a white coat though, right? I think. I forget. Like the white coats were, I think, the nobles, maybe. If I'm not mistaken. What? For real? Congrats. Thanks. It was a bit sappy, but so worth it.
You're here.
Sir!
Welcome, Schwarzer, young master. Arcade and Clausel as well, of course.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
You really don't have to call me that, you know.
Lieutenant Colonel Ninthart.
Seeing you all together, it's like I've gone back to Thor's. Actually, I take that back. You've grown into fine young men and women. It makes me proud to be able to say I was one of your instructors.
I was happy that you were as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
The General is waiting. I'll guide you from here. Good work, soldier.
Sir!
General, they have arrived.
Come in.
General Olaf Craig.
He always strikes me as such an authoritative man in person.
Me too. And I'm sure he's become more so since his promotion.
Not when he's around his son.
My baby bundle of joy! Oh, Elliot!
All right, no need for that. We'd like to cut right to the chase.
You've become a true man, son. Does a father's heart good to see.
Every time, like clockwork.
Yeah, but Elliot's really perfected dodging.
Yeah, it's become an art for him at this point.
In any event, it may be unwise to have you here given our positions, but I nonetheless welcome you.
Do you mean...
It seems you're already aware why we've come.
Of course. The primary duty of this fortress is to maintain order in the southern half of the Empire. I suspect I'll be unable to help. But please, spare no detail.
We're already well aware of the Society's recent movements. However, there are no plans for the 4th Armored Division to take direct action at the moment. Even if it were a request from you. Dad. So it's just as Major Allendale said. All you're allowed to do is watch. I don't get it. There's no way the Imperial Army can just let a bunch of archaisms stomp around the countryside, right? I was pondering why that's the case on the way here, actually. With the power this fortress has at its disposal, it would take less than half a day to stop the Society's advances. But the reason the army staunchly refuses to make a move... the Imperial Army... No. The Imperial government is waiting, isn't it? Waiting for the nobles to finally give up. So that's what it is. Though they're still hanging on, the provincial armies have been shrinking lately. And if a crisis were to happen now, the government would be able to assert the provincial army have no merit. Then they would be able to discount the merits of General Aurelia and the others who dirtied their hands in the Northern War. Finally, the public would start to question the entire noble power structure. Dad, Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart, are you both okay with this? Well, we know. Though we fought each other in the Civil War, the provincial armies are still our fellow protectors of Erebonia. Standing by doing nothing while they're in the midst of a crisis injures our pride as soldiers. However wounded though our pride may be, we remain bound to the chain of command. His Majesty and the Imperial Government hold supreme command of the military. We cannot go against their decision and act on our own. Dad. Well, that does make sense, but I'm still not convinced. Then what of offering support via information? Surely you have an idea where the society has built its base? We have our guesses, of course. However, we are not currently at liberty to divulge that information. But you can't even do that much? No. There's more to it, isn't there? Huh? What makes you say that? The Imperial Government, no. Chancellor Osborne has his own plans. However, Lord High Arm, the current head of Sutherland, is known to be a moderate. Currently, he's organizing the Imperial Provincial Council, and he's working with the Imperial Government through His Majesty the Emperor. I don't see how backing him into a corner benefits the government. So there must be some other reason. A reason that would prevent both the Imperial Army and the Provincial Army from taking action against the society. Perhaps some circumstance unique to Sutherland? Reen, I'm surprised how knowledgeable you've become. Now that you mention it, I have felt like something's been off the whole time we've been here. Not just with the General, Toval and Agate too. What? It seems I've underestimated you, Ashen Chevalier. I suppose following the government's orders for a year has given you greater insight. It is true that I've seen both sides of a number of incidents. This old yet changing empire is full of contradictions and conflict. But it's everything I learned being part of Class 7 that has expanded my view the most. So please, show us the path ahead. Not for the sake of the government's orders to the Ashen Chevalier, but so we can become the foundation of the world as Thor's Class 7. Schwarzer. We feel the same. Indeed, even if the way ahead is clouded with the doubts and hesitation of others. As a member of Class 7, as Reen's friend, and as a musician, I'll play a melody that will lift that doubt and hesitation and clear the way. Elliot. Now that I think about it, it's been 2 years since I first met the rest of you. The way my dear sweet Elliot has grown over the course of those years brings a tear to my eyes. But it seems the rest of you have grown to be just as strong and dazzling in that time. I agree. Very well, I shall show you the path you seek. Nightheart, bring me a pen and paper. Yes. Dad! Thank you so much, General. No, there's no need for gratitude. Consider this my apology for being so cowardly as to allow myself to be tied down like that. I still have a long way to go compared to General Van Dyke and him. General, here you are. Yes, thank you. The place the Society has most likely built their base. That place is part of a national secret that goes up to the highest level of the Empire. Entering requires permission from the 2 top authority figures in the Sutherland province. A national secret? This paper is written proof you have my permission as Olaf Craig, Commander of Drekner. Take this and visit the other authority figure in St. Ark, Marquis Hyarm, Overseer of the Sutherland province. Meanwhile...
Hey, time for lunch yet?
Hey!
Agate? Wow, Agate. Is it really you?
I look like I'm anyone else? It's been a few weeks now. You gotten settled in here?
Yes, everyone here's so nice. But what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, just stopped by to see how you were doing and take care of an errand. Seems like yesterday got pretty crazy. Sorry for not being here to help.
Agate. Don't worry,
She held her own, though. She was killing it.
you're always with me. Right here.
For crying out loud.
Oh, you're... Is he a friend of yours, Tita? Well, I'm sort of like her guardian. I was in the area for work, so I stopped by to say hi. Work, huh? Guessing it was some supporting gauntlet type stuff. Oh, so that means you're Fee and Reen's... Man, guess the other instructors here are just as sharp as Schwarzer. Since you're here, mind telling me what all went down yesterday? I'm a bracer from Liberal. One of the best bracers from Liberal.
Hey guys,
Eat your food.
here you go, Kurt. The other one's for
It's
you,
gonna get
Allie.
cold.
Ah, thank you.
Thanks. Out of curiosity, what is an alley?
It's a nickname.
Oh, I just shortened your name a little. It's easier if I call you that. You like...
You've started acting like her too now. Well, I don't care. Call me whatever you like.
Milliam.
Really? Allie it is then. While we're at it, how about you, Kurt? Huh? Where are you going? Wait, you're not...
Don't worry, I'm just going to train. Though I may lack skill and resolve, I'm still not foolish enough to go out on my own.
Hey. Just because he said that doesn't mean...
I'm fine.
Kurt took that so hard.
I know he did it to keep us out of danger. It's too much for us. No, for me to handle. What he said wasn't wrong.
Kurt.
I still feel pathetic, though. But this is simply because I'm not good enough as I am
Gotta get
now.
stronger, Kurt. That's all it means.
All I can do is accept it and let it fuel me for next time.
Boys are so bad at this sort of thing.
Huh?
Listen, Kurt. I get that you want to sound all tough and grown up and talk about how you accept the way things are. But the look on your face is telling me a different story. What's wrong with just saying, I'm frustrated I got left behind?
She makes a good point.
No one should be okay with being tossed aside like that. Me and Allie feel the same way.
I do not know if I would call it frustrating, but generally speaking, I share the opinion. I've supported Instructor Reen in his missions over the past year. Though I am technically a student now, I remain unconvinced it was a good reason for excluding me.
I see. So that was what was going on between you two?
What did you think?
That heartless jerk! How dare he do that to a cute little girl like you?
I was trying to keep him safe.
I know all that. I do.
Kurt, the only one who can decide your path as a member of the Vander family is you. Perhaps enrolling at the branch campus will help you find your way.
But even so, nothing will change the fact that I was left behind for being too immature.
Kurt.
Well, you won't know until you take action, right? If there's something you aren't happy with, then do something about it.
She makes a good point. Don't mope. Do.
Even if it seems impossible, you just need to struggle and keep struggling until you overcome it. That's what all the people I respect and admire do.
Huh?
You know what? Being told I'm a burden by someone who's only known me a month kind of pisses me off. Let's show him just how wrong he was about us. The two of us are with you. Right,
You guys
Alan?
gonna...
I have no reason to object. My current mission is to support Class 7.
They're gonna go...
You certainly are optimistic. Or at the very least, refreshingly blunt. Judging by the way you were talking, I assume you have a plan, yes? We'll need to figure out a way to catch up to Instructor Reen, and how we can help after that.
Huh? Do I have a plan? I kinda...
Was all of that said without a plan? I'm quite impressed, actually.
She knows how to keep a straight face.
Shut up. We just need to come up with something together.
You're right. It won't be easy, though.
I'm so glad the three of you seem to be feeling better.
Green hair girl. Yeah. Muse. Right? I think her name is...
You're from Class 9, right?
Muse, was it? Is there something we can help you with?
Oh, quite the opposite. You see, I thought the three of you might be interested in it.
Huh?
That's...
What exactly are you talking about?
I'd bet good Mira it's something fun.
Is he coming too? Why is everybody trying to follow me?
I want in.
You?
Ash? What are you doing here?
Well then. Since we're all here now, let's have ourselves a little chat. I was looking at a map of the area when I happened to notice a certain spot.
Alright guys, take care. I look forward to seeing you all again. Thanks, Alan. See you around. A place kept as a national secret? Somewhere that cannot be entered without permission from both the commander of the Imperial Army and the head of the province. Seems like it's a pretty big deal. Yeah. Both my dad and the Lieutenant Colonel had a really serious expression. I think I've got an idea where it is. Yeah, I guessed that from the beginning. The place south of Parm where Laura met up with us yesterday. We didn't investigate any further then. Yes, I also find it suspicious. But either way, we must speak with Lord Higharm. So let's head back to St. Ark. Thanks for carting us around, you two. No trouble at all. Just leave it to us. Alright, let's get going. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Alright, let's go.
St. Ark. After returning to St. Ark, Reen and the others headed to the Marquis. There they met with the Marquis and the Marquess, I think is what they call him, right? And explained the situation. I've looked over General Craig's message. As the one in charge of overseeing Sutherland, I must take responsibility for the raid on the field exercise camp last night. It never even occurred to me that they would have been hiding in the one place I have no power. No, it's likely they were able to stay hidden for so long because it was that place. My lord, there's a place in Sutherland your lordship doesn't have power over? It smells like danger. Would you be able to tell us about it? We told the general this too, but we're prepared for whatever we might find there. It's possible you may have already heard of it. The town of Hamel. Hamel? No, not that I can recall. I feel as though I've heard the name from my family members at some point. If I recall correctly, an unfortunate disaster happened there. I feel like I've heard it too. Was it from the boss? I forget. South of Parm, there's an abandoned road that has been sealed off. That road once led to a place called Hamel. So it was that after all. When you say once, yes. 14 years ago, that village was completely destroyed by a landslide, or so the announcement claimed. Immediately afterwards, Erebonia invaded the southern kingdom of Liberal, and the 100 Days' War began. Hamel. Wasn't Joshua from Hamel? Or am I possibly reading into that? I want to check real quick. Because a part of me, like, vaguely remembers that. And I don't know why. I just feel like that's what was said about him. Man, I want Joshua to come back so badly. He's such a good character. I guess not. I don't know. I just vaguely remember that for some reason. I don't know why. What? That's the 100 Days' War, when the Empire nearly conquered all of Liberal in a matter of weeks. Wait a moment. When you said, or so the announcement claimed, did you mean? Unfortunately, I can't say any more than that. I can say this, though. What you're about to uncover is the dark side of the Empire's history. A tragic, cursed history. The dark side of the Empire's history. My apologies. I may have needlessly confused you. We may hand it over to them, Celestin. This key can only be given to those with the permission of both the commander of the Imperial Army and the head of the Sutherland province. I'm sure some high-ranking bracers may also know the information you're about to discover. But please, promise me you will not reveal this information. If you do, you may end up being charged with treason. Treason. Understood. We'll handle this with care. Thor is Class 7. May the goddess protect you. Please be careful. Hamel and the 100 Days' War. We got so much unexpected information. Yes, and it was much darker than I had expected. So what now? We can wait for Toval's report, and... No, judging by the situation, we don't have much time. Let's report back to the camp and then head to Parm. Understood. The enemy base. We need to be prepared. Return to camp. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of just spoiled something for Cold Steel 4 for me, and I'm just like losing my mind. I'm not gonna say anything. Don't look at anything Cold Steel 4 related. If it spoiled something, very bad for me. I'm sorry. Welcome back. Did you finish up at the fortress? Yeah, but we need to leave again right away. Where are my students now? They left for Panzer Soldat training and to do patrols with combat tactics. Did you need to speak with them? No, not exactly. Are you regretting your words now? Being shy like that doesn't really suit Reen.